Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bayou Time Sports. What if I were to tell you that the winningest collegiate women's basketball coach in the state of Louisiana was from Montague, Louisiana? Would you believe me? Well, it's actually not there yet, but it's soon to come. Bo Browder, a product of Montague, Louisiana, is about to set that mark. He's going to do it early on next year. He has 563 wins in his career so far at Xavier University of New Orleans. The leader right now is Lisa Stockton of Tulane University. She's got 575 wins. And Leon Barrymore actually had set that mark. Of course, he was of the great Louisiana Tech teams when Kim Mulkey played back in the day. But Bo is about to hit that mark, and he's a young man. And I consider being in your mid-50s a young man. I can remember Bo when he was a little boy dribbling a basketball around Montague on the streets. He is a terrific individual who is a coach who cares about his kids and does the right thing. And he's been at Xavier, and he absolutely loves it. Used to be at Evansville in Illinois for quite some time, but decided that he wanted to stay here in the state of Louisiana. Again, 26 seasons over at Xavier, 25 winning seasons. He's a Louisiana Coach of the Year. He's the GCACC Coach of the Year for multiple years. This past year, his team went 29-4. He's been the Heritage Radio Coach of the Year. And back in 2010, he actually was the Division II National Coach of the Year. Just a tremendous fellow who does a great job. He is going to be honored and is going to be the keynote speaker at the Life Resources Bottom Line Luncheon, which is Wednesday, June 4th. So that's in a couple of days. It's going to be held over at the Piccadilly Cafeteria, and that is going to be on Clearview Parkway. It's put on by Crescent City Sports. So Kenny Trahan and those guys put this together. Again, I think it would be a shame if people didn't know about Bo's accolades and what he did. He was a tremendous basketball and baseball player over at South Terrebonne High School in the mid-'80s. He went out to California, and he played at Lasser Junior College initially in California, and then went on and got his 4-year degree over in that area. Stayed there and coached a little bit, came back, had a little stint here in Louisiana on the high school level, and then decided he wanted to do that collegiate thing. And as I mentioned earlier, he went to Evansville, Illinois, and started his coaching career. Always has been very interested in coaching the women's programs. He's one of those who adheres to the philosophy that sometimes the women are easier to coach than the men. You tell them to jump, they tell you how high, whereas sometimes the guys sort of know what they want to do, and they do it. So Bo has been instrumental in leading that Xavier program, and a lot of people did not realize that he's right here from Montague, Louisiana. So we want to congratulate Bo on everything that he has accomplished. Way to go, and I think there are a lot of accolades in his future. And a lot of more coaching in his future because, again, as I mentioned, he's a 1987 graduate of South Terrebonne, so there's a lot more life in his coaching career as he moves forward. Want to mention this also, the big lineman camp. We had Coach Rod on last week. Want to make sure that everybody knows this. It is the best lineman camp in the entire country, folks. So if you have a child that is junior high, high school, that wants to get better, consider this line camp. It used to be called the old D-line camp. It has been changed to the Louisiana line camp. They used to actually do this in Texas too. It was done over at Stephen F. Austin, if I'm not mistaken, and here in Louisiana at Nicholls State University. Coach Rod has always been involved with this, but Pete Jenkins, and back in the day, Jesse Degg and those guys who were over at LSU started it, but it has carried on. Kevin Mawai Brendan Fraley and guys who are really at the top of the game related to offensive and defensive line play are now involved with this. If you want more information on that, it's really quite easy. You just go to LouisianaLineCamp.com. You Google it. It tells you everything. The thing is, you will be there for a number of days. It's not like you just go on a daily basis. Even if you live close by, they want you to be in the dorms. Again, www.louisianalinecamp.com. You can look them up on Facebook. You can look them up on X, which is Twitter, I guess. I'm not that versed in all of that, but you can obviously register there. And Coach Rod has assured us all that there is still place to sign up. As a matter of fact, they would love for the entire lines of our high schools to go in there. A lot of our local high schools do send the entire offensive and defensive lines, but you can go in as an individual and you get individual attention along the way. So if you're passing by Nicholls State again, a little bit later next week, you're going to see all of these kids working out in that big open area by the St. Thomas Aquinas Center, by the Catholic Church there on campus. And that's what you're seeing. The best offensive line camp in all of the country, led by some of our leaders who would be almost impossible to get on an individual basis, and they all come into town. I understand Kevin Mawai is going to be there, and of course we'll be there. HTV will be there. I know our good buddy and our cohort, Mike Detillier, is going to be there talking to some of the coaches who are in town. LouisianaOffensiveLineCamp.com. Go check it out when you have the chance. We'll be back after this.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.